Was Home Alone really that good? Let's talk about it. There's no doubt that Home Alone is one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time. Maybe even film itself. But why? How? When really it's just about a kid being home alone most of the movie.
I don't understand a word you're saying.
One thing that's not even clear is why it's even a Christmas movie when the plot revolves around two goofy criminals who attempt to rob the little boy's home, whom he feels the need to defend it, instead of running away like most normal kids. Anyways, the movie opens up with a huge McAllister family preparing to leave for their trip to France in the morning. I gotta say, the atmosphere and the characters feel real, which contributes to the overall impact of the movie. I think every interaction feels genuine and authentic. But continuing on with the story. The cop here is being played by one of my favorite actors of all time, Joe Pesci. He is one of the robbers, Harry, that I mentioned earlier. He's posing as a cop scoping the neighborhood, almost like he's window shopping for the real thing. And Kevin, oh boy, Kevin. Well, he's our main character, and he is trash. Like his personality and how he treats people. I guess it was normal in the 90s to say you hate your parents and call them dumb or wish them away. But when I was growing up, I would never even consider. And well, Kevin, he did all three. But I guess that's just the point of his eventual character growth.
That's the point.
Is that the point?
This is even before he's sent to the attic by his mom for causing a huge disruption in the kitchen, which is so iconic, by the way. On to the next day. The McAllister family oversleep their alarm and are late to their flight, causing a huge panic, which contributes to them leaving Kevin. A neighborhood kid comes in to harass the family as they are leaving out in a rush, conveniently causing a miscount, which ultimately leads to them leaving Kevin behind. I also think the mom finding out on the plane is so iconic. It's great how something so simple can be so memorable. Kevin, of course, being who he is, gets into all kinds of shenanigans while his family is gone. While of course his mother is freaking out the whole time, trying to get back the moment she lands, completely ignoring the trip, as you would. And to be completely honest, the rest of the movie is just that. The mom trying to get back and Kevin trying to survive home alone with two grown men stalking him until the climax. I just wanted to take a moment to say,
I knew he looked at me weird. Why would he run?
why would he run? What do you mean, why would he run? Probably because you're a creepy guy 10 feet behind him in a van that's clearly following him down the street? Like, have you ever played a video game before, Harry? Give it some space. The target is getting suspicious. Also, Kevin says when they come back, he'll be ready. Like, what? Ready for what? Who said they'll be back, and how do you know it was them in the first place? Kevin doesn't find out they're coming back until the second visit when he's eavesdropping from the window. Also, I wanted to note the face Marv makes when Harry tells him Kevin is alone. Like, what is this? It's like someone is telling him a complicated story and he's like, oh, yeah, that does make sense. Once again, I don't see why Harry and Marv don't just leave. Like, what is so special about this house? I didn't see anything all that valuable when you were scoping it out, bro. Also, Kevin's change in behavior is odd and very uncharacteristic of him towards the end. There's no real revelation that happens for him during the runtime of this film to make him change his ways and want his family back. He even seems to start to treat people nicer, including the old man across the street he believed to be a murderer, even imbuing him with this infinite pool of knowledge Kevin seems to have had locked away most of the film. Anyways, I think it's obvious the last 20 minutes is what people really watch this for, and I gotta say, it's great, even still today. I know it's been acknowledged that Harry and Marv wouldn't survive most of these injuries, but I've never heard anyone mention why after one or two of these hijinks, why they don't just turn around and hit another house. Why stay? It was just way too dangerous. I'm guessing it just got too personal and they really wanted to unalive Kevin, which was implied though never stated. A movie like this could never work nowadays, but I see why it was successful during this time. The way technology is and how everyone appears to be woke, this movie steps into the realm of fiction very quickly. I think the film works for what it was then, but when you try to translate it into modern times, you can see why it doesn't make sense. Like the sequels, 4, 5, and all these other Home Alones that I actually did not watch. But the window for opportunity for these movies seems to have closed, which is unfortunate, but I can still enjoy the original for what it is. but a person viewing this for the first time may lose interest until the very end. Either way, with that being said, it is a good film and I will always enjoy it. I also want to give a highlight to my favorite trap in the film. That always makes me laugh.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
But you guys take care. Don't be home alone this holiday. Be safe and Godspeed.